2, 1, 2, testing 1, 2. You've heard of suns out, guns out. Well, here's hoping today it's suns out, goals out. It's a beautiful spring afternoon here in Daventry as Coventry United take on Stourport Swifts in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. The action coming up right here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, we are here live in Daventry, not the Butts Park Arena. The pitch needs a little bit of TLC. So today we are live from the home of Coventry United ladies this season, Communications Park in Daventry, as we present to you live uninterrupted coverage, say, of Coventry United versus Stourport Swifts. Let's get you into your team news as we are about to get the game underway. For Stourport today, number 1, Dominic Richards, number 2, Joe Hansen, 3, Lewis Platt, number 4, Kirk Layton, number 5, Matt Hansen, number 6, Matt Fullaway, number 7 is Martin Slevin, number 8, Mark Danks, 9, Nick McPherson, 10, Drew Canavan, 11, Lewis Clark. Really pressure on the right hand side. Barnett breaking down the right, low cross by Barnett. Haddo tries to square it for Carey, a little too high. Nodded to the left by Layton. And it will roll into touch for a Coventry United throw. Straight out of the blocks of the red and greens. We'll get you into the men's United team news in a second once this first year play has ended. Those jet propelled arms of Lewis Ison launching the ball in. Headed clear by Fullaway. Brought down by Downs. Holt saves himself. Takes a little nick off the number 7, Martin Slevin. It rolls harmlessly to Dominic Richards in the Stourport goal. The Coventry United team is as follows. Number 1, Brendan Bunn. Number 2, Kyle Barnett. Number 3, Ben Valance. Number 4, Gift Musa. Number 5, Lewis Ison. Number 6 is Jamal Clark. Number 7, Kyle Carey. 8, Jake Holt. 9, Dominic Lane. Number 10, Tyler Haddo. 11, Luke Downs. And watch out for a potential substitute in number 15, Joseph Anthony, one of the academy players. He will be potentially making his debut today, and it would be his first team debut. So cleared by Bunn onto the head of Tyler Haddo, trying to bring it under control. It's offside anyway. It bounces off his head into the area behind the goal. Haddo named the Coventry United Supporters Club Player of the Month for March 2019. Hardly surprising. It's made by Richards. Clark. His header is brought under control by Canavan. Flick it on. Valance is there. Switching the play. Met by Lewis Platt, who sends it into no man's land. Throwing on the far side, deep into United turf for the Red and Greens. Back with Brendan Bunn. High volley clear. Bounces past Holt. Carey trying to steady himself to bring it under control, and has done. Under on by Downs. Lofted into the air by Martin Slevin for Stourport. McPherson, a bit of a stumble. Referee says nothing doing as Clark turns away from the big number 9. And he launches it into touch. It crosses the white line down the right flank. Well, there is usually nothing in between when it comes to weather and Coventry United. It's either freezing cold where your fingers are about to fall off, or it's like this where your fingers are about to burn off. It's absolutely scintillating here at Communications Park. Bright blue sky. Temperatures have got to be in the 20s. Carey trying to do a bit of ball juggling there. Clark wasn't going to let him get away with that. Canavan. McPherson, that's offside. That's the second time McPherson's been caught out by that flag on the near side. As he looked to progress in from the left. United with just 2 matches to go after today. Final trio of home games. But remember, Tuesday night's game versus Loughborough University will be played on Tuesday instead of Bank Holiday Monday as originally intended, and will be played here at Communications Park, the Butts Park Arena, needing a little bit of a facelift ahead of an England rugby match there in a couple of days' time. Musa barged to the ground by Clark. Referee says get up. Handball claims no against Clark. Referee again says no. Icy with his hands all over Canavan. It's done the necessaries. Valance looking to find a lane. Knocked away by Fullaway and helped on by Slevin. In the air by Jake Hope for Coventry United. Still in a dangerous position. Now Ben Valance. Downline to Musa. Drifting back into United turf. Ison. Drills it. Nodded behind by Lewis Platt. But Barnett wasn't going to reach it. Barnett playing quite a high line up that right-hand side. United defender usually plays at centre-back, of course, but since the re-emergence of Lewis Ison has been playing on the right, with Ison preferred at centre-back alongside captain Jamal Clark. A poor touch by Canavan, allowing Ben Valance to retrieve possession. Striding up the left flank, Haddo cuts in. And body checked by Matt Hansen. Free kick Coventry United towards the left of the field. Now 5 yards outside the penalty area. 5 minutes gone here at Communications Park in Daventry. Coventry United 0, Stourport Swifts 0, the current score, but it has been Coventry just about on top, you'd have to say. Stourport have been caught up by that offside flag a couple of times, got to time their runs a little bit better. Over to you, Luke Downs. Players trying to jostle for position within the boundaries of the penalty area. Referee making sure that it's all legal in there. Locked it in by Downs. Clark at the far post. Ison there as well. Headed as far as Canavan by the Stourport defender, and Canavan lofts it up to McPherson. McPherson got to find a way past two United players. He holds off Valance and plays in Canavan. Looking to curl it to the left-hand side. Launching himself at the ball was Gift Musa to make sure it didn't reach the number 8 Danks on the left-hand side. Lifted to the right-hand side, but brought to the feet of Valance, intended for Drew Canavan. United seem to be handling what Stourport have to offer so far, and there's Elaine stepping in front of Canavan. A slip by Haddo ensures the United attacker won't be able to reach the bouncing ball, which ends up back with the goalkeeper Dominic Richards. Richards has played it out, as it appears Coventry United are going to have to send the physio in to assist with Jamal Clark. It's unclear what's happened there, but the United man is on his knees. Communications Park, the venue for many victories for Coventry United days this season, including the all-important one last Sunday with the Red and Green Girls lifting the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division title with a 4-1 win over Cardiff City. United have played a couple of games here this season, including the FA Vars match against Aviston, which they won thanks to a rather late show. And Kyle Carey got a couple that day. So it has been a happy hunting ground for the ladies and the men this season. Again, we're playing here again on Tuesday. The fixture was originally scheduled for Bank Holiday Monday at 3 o'clock at the Butts Park Arena, but again, because of the work going on at the Butts, we've been forced to change the venue to here at Communications Park, and it will be a 7:45 kickoff on Tuesday night. So at least we can have ourselves a little bit of Bank Holiday football before the game on Tuesday. United will be ending their season at the Butts Park Arena. We can confirm that the last game will be at the Butts next Saturday, 3 o'clock, against AFC Wolfrunians. Clark trudging off the pitch at the moment. Doesn't appear to be any indication of a change. If Clark has to come off, the best option would probably be to bring on Harry Sawyer at right back and push Kyle Barnett back into the centre with Lewis Ison. For now, United will have to defend with 3 men, with Barnett and Valance pushing in to assist now the lone centre-back, Lewis Ison, while Clark is going some treatment with the physio, Dan White. Again, no sign of Sawyer getting ready. The 4 substitutes for Coventry United today: Harry Sawyer, the right back; goalkeeper Brad Caswell; midfielder come attacker Luke Jones, and also Joseph Anthony, the academy player, on the bench for the second time. That looked like a handball there from Gift Musa. Well, it's a throw into Stourport anyway. It looked like a bit of a swing by the right arm by Gift Musa. Well, they're having a laugh and a joke about it now. I think the referee could have easily given that, but they are going to have the throw, which will be taken by Joe Hansen. Right up to the end, nodded away by Huddo and helped on by Downs. Stabbed forward by Fullaway, sent back where it came from by Barnett. It's brought down by Leighton. Curls it left where Lewis Platt is waiting. He's got Danks up with him. Clark remains off the pitch, so United a little short to the back now. Carey barges a Stourport man off the ball. No foul given, but he's run straight into the path of Leighton and sets up Danks with the cross now. Can Danks get it in? Danks' cross and the header into the ground by Drew Canavan. It bounced behind McPherson. He was trying to set up his strike partner or go for goal himself. Brendan Bunn was there to bring it to a harmless halt. It's a poor pass picked up in the midfield there by Leighton. Haddo, the infringing player. Leighton over to Hansen at right back. There's two Hansons on the field, one at centre back, one at right back, so we'll have to be careful with those numbers. We've had that sort of thing before this season. Bunn launches it away from his penalty area, grazes over the head of Kyle Carey. Jamal Clark is back on the pitch now. So United back to full strength. Doesn't appear Clark has any lasting damage. Throwing lofted up by Lewis Platt straight onto the head of an unmarked Kyle Barnett. Holt set up a lane for the run. A lane forces Matt Hansen to launch it out, not only out of the pitch but out of the ground as well, into the overgrown field on the other side of the stadia. Clark the challenge there, and he's doing enough to retrieve the ball from Kyle Carey with, I believe that was Leighton in on him too, sandwiching the two players, cleared up line, deep into United's third. They'll have a throw-in on United's left. Ison. And then beaten in the air by Fullaway. That's Matt Hansen, who can only find Musa with his clearance. Clark, looking for the run of Carey on that right-hand side, bounces towards the right corner. Turn away by Carey. The challenge in from Platt takes it away from him just long enough for Danks to trap back and play it back into the range of Richards between the sticks for Stourport. It's been an exciting opening 12 minutes, but still no score. Coventry United 0, Stourport Swifts 0, the current score. No Coventry United ladies featured this weekend. The Red and Green Girls enjoying a well-earned rest tomorrow. You can join us live from Devon next Sunday. Stourport far from happy as it's punted up the right-hand side, no one making the run. So the game next Sunday, Plymouth Argyle ladies versus Coventry United ladies, that's being played at, I believe it's playing at the Devon FA, which I have to check the venue for you. It's at 2 o'clock next Sunday. And of course, again, congratulations to the Coventry United ladies for winning the title here at this venue just 6 days ago. Bunn. Lost it over the head of Carey. Ball control though by Slevin. Valance. There's a trip on Gift Musa. The referee says no. A bit of a tangle with Lewis Clark. I don't think there's an awful lot that number 11 could have done without it. Ison. Short range pass to Ben Vance with little space to utilise. Elaine looking to send Holt on his way. Out comes the keeper and claims it on the edge of his penalty area with Holt too far back. And now out comes Brendan Bunn to meet the on-rushing Kirk Leighton. And it looks like Leighton's left some lasting damage on Bunn. Lofted up by Richards, sending the number 4 on his way. Well, Brad Caswell's getting ready, and Bunn doesn't look too serious, but Caswell is there if needed. Second time in quick succession that Dan White, the United physio, has been called upon. Caswell is all kitted out, he's ready to go. One begins to question what the injury is. And what is the decision? Are they going to make the sub? No, United are going to keep Bunn on the field for now. Caswell is ready if needed, but at the moment, it looks like they're sticking with Bun. Sticking with Sticky Bun, as United call him. Well, Bun is back on his feet, back between the sticks, and sends it high up the right. First time crossed by Barnett off the volley. It's enough for Hansen to make the clearance out on that far side. Will be a throw into Coventry. 15 minutes gone at Communications Park. Coventry 0, Stourport 0. With throw-ins, there is only one man to call upon, that being Lewis Ison. The long throw expert steps up once more towards that near post. Punched away by Richards and held on by Danks. Stourport won a free kick as Musa was jumping onto the back of Canavan. Referee says no. Carey surrounded by blue shirts and ultimately dispossessed, and that's between Haddo and Leighton. Who's got the final touch? It's Haddo's got the final touch. And the referee is having a quick word with the captain for Stourport, Matt Fullaway, and also Mark Danks. Danks claiming that Musa went in with the elbow. Well, there was no question that Musa was trying to use the Stourport man as a springboard, trying to use him for some height to get onto that aerial ball, which he did. The referee explaining that his decision will stand, that Canavan has got to be careful. Francis header picked up by Canavan, deflected behind by Lewis Ison, corner Stourport. Let's see what sort of set piece routine Stourport can muster. By Canavan. Headed clear by Lewis Ison. That ball sent halfway into United territory. Well, Hansen's got plenty of options in front of him. He's got to go for McPherson. Trying to muscle past Valence. Valence sends out into the car park. When I heard a crack there, someone's going to have to call autopass as it's sent into the car park. We have got a duplicate match ball sent over from the Coventry United bench. They will leave it for Joe Hansen. Hansen's throw to Leighton. Offside claims against Canavan. Flag stays down. Canavan's cross bounces across the net and picked up by Danks on the left-hand side. Slevin's with him, but he's forced further away from the box. Low drive into Platt. Platt squares it, looking for Clark, and hooked clear by Musa. Sent back in, which should be easy pickings for Brendan Bunn. I thought it was nodded out of Bunn's hands there. Canavan getting something on the ball, ensuring that Bunn would have a little bit more work to do to end that move, but Bunn able to claim the ball and end that passage of play. Carey on that right-hand side, flicked on by Downs, looking for Jake Holt, and the referee is giving a free kick against Jake Holt. Fullaway standing firm, blocking off Holt, who couldn't slow down in time. Slightly harsh, but it's the referee's call. Nearly halfway through the first half. There have been limited opportunities. Plenty of promising play, but that's another offside given against Canavan. Drew Canavan far from happy. And a short free kick taken by Ison to Luke Downs. Haddo, bit of a barge from behind by Hansen. The referee belatedly gives the free kick, trying to allow play on. There was a second collision, I believe, with Kirk Leighton. At 10 yards into Stourport turf. The Red and Greens pushing bodies in and around that penalty area. Just Barnett and Valance staying back as Downs sets his sights on the box. In it goes. Over the head of Holt. Nodded up by Slevin. Clark. And that's offside anyway against Lewis Ison. Dominic Richards has stayed down. Ison didn't know he was offside until he'd already made the leap. Let's see if we can get you some latest scores from around the professional divisions. One final score to bring you, of course, Man City beating Spurs by 1 goal to 0. Sergio Aguero scoring the only goal for the Premier League leaders. Just 1 goal in the Premier League apart from that. That's Huddersfield 0, Watford 1. Just 1 game in League 1 today. It's a late kick-off between Accrington and Luton. Apart from that, nothing going on in the English divisions. And there is 1 Super League scoreline from the women's game to tell you about. Reading Women 1, Brighton and Hove Albion Women 0. Is in the Women's Super League. Ladies of Coventry go to the Championship, the division below the Super League, with a successful bid. Downs lofting it over the back line, also over a lane. Richard back on his feet, back in the game, back on the ball. Bynett takes advantage of a stumble from Danks. Skips away from the challenge of Leighton. Moves from the centre circle. Look at that sift between 2 Stourport players. And a bit of a shove there by Leighton. Referee says no. And a second from Leighton. This time barging into Moose's back 2 times. Leighton trying to take Moose out. He was successful the second time asking. And his reward for that is a yellow card. The first booking of the afternoon for Stourport Swifts number 4. It is card confirmed for Kirk Leighton. And now the chance for Coventry United to take advantage of this set piece. Jake Holt has got plenty of power behind that right boot. And if you want a neat curler into the top corner, then Kyle Carey is your man. Wall for Stourport prepares. 5 United players waiting for the seconds. Carey and Holt will try to ensure they don't need the seconds. Hits the wall and fired away by Canavan. Sent back into danger by Ison, but it's shielded from Carey. Hansen doing enough to hold the tricky winger back. Chested down by Fullaway, and a half volley into the centre circle. Danks leaning into Barnett, losing his footing. Sent back where it came from by Slevin. Clark will ensure that ball bounces back to Bunn, despite the efforts of a leaping McPherson. At the moment, you probably say this has probably got a 1-0 game written all over it. Keeper has really had that much to do as Bunn tries to cut it over to Valance, doesn't have the necessary power on it. Canavan, Danks free on the left hand side, Danks setting himself up and off the line by Lewis Ison, and Clark could only send the rebound wide. I don't think he was expecting it. Danks thought he'd been let in for the opener. Lewis Ison had other ideas. When the shot beat Brendan Bunn, it didn't beat the centre-back on the line. Clark with a futile effort that skewed to the right of the net, and it remains scoreless for now. By far the best opportunity of the opening 25 minutes. Leighton punted up the left-hand side. Danks will give chase. Barnett trying to block off Danks. A stumble by Danks, free kick. Barnett forcing the left winger to the mat. 25 minutes gone. Here on CUTV, sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Also, a big thank you to our highlight sponsor, Coventry Motorcycles and Scooters. The highlights of today's game will be available tonight here on the CUTV YouTube channel. Free kick for Stourport. They've come mighty close just a minute ago. Can they go even further? No, they can't. It's a poor routine. Lifted over a crowded penalty area and curling behind the goal on this near side. And will be a goal kick to be taken by Brendan Bunn. Bunn collects the ball. No ball boys in attendance today, unfortunately, so the keeper's got to do his own work. Bunn pushing all outfield players up. He doesn't want a short routine that Ison was offering. It goes from Bunn. Who will it reach? It's gone straight down the centre of the park and to Bunn's opposite number 1, Richards, who swiftly distributes to McPherson. Couldn't get the touch right, but a slide from Clark fails to bring it under control. Here's Danks thinking about the shot. Didn't think twice, but didn't hit the net. And we are going to have a drinks break. Hardly surprising, it's sweltering here at Communications Park. Unfortunately, we don't take drinks break here at CUTV. My throat's going to be sore until half time. Just like to say at this time, a massive thank you to everyone for listening to CUTV this season. It has been a pleasure as always. We are nearly at the end though. This time next week we'll be in the final men's match of the season, including today 3 games left for United. Today's game, Loughborough on Tuesday, Wolverhamptons at the Butts Park Arena next Saturday. And for the Coventry United ladies, just 3 games left too. Plymouth next Sunday. The following Monday is the Birmingham County Cup final against West Bromwich Albion at the Lamb Ground in Tamworth before we close off the season away to Cardiff City. So including today just 6 matches until the end of our 3rd season here on CUTV. Our 3rd full season. Technically we've been going 3.5 seasons now. The players dispersing from their dugouts. It appears we are set for the restart of the game. So after a 1-minute break, we are going to get ourselves underway. 28 minutes gone, still 0-0 though. Stourport have had an effort cleared off the line. It's a close run thing. And that surely should be a free kick there to Coventry United as the left back launched himself over Haddo. Referee says no. They have got the throw in front of the Coventry United dugout. Barnett. Downs to Haddo. Luke Downs. Neat skill to keep it with the red and greens. Over to Musa. And his shot cannons off Lewis Clark. And try as he might, Richards couldn't catch up to the seconds. And it's out for the corner from this left flank. Tyler Haddo on set piece duty for the red and greens. There's darting towards that near post. One of them is Ison. That is agonisingly past the young centre back McPherson. Handball claims. Referee waves them away. And Haddo dispossesses Leighton a little too enthusiastically there. clattering into the number 4 in the penalty area. Just when he thought he'd snatched the ball back in a vital position, the referee blows the whistle for the free kick. United players saying that they don't believe it was a foul. It was forceful, but was it fair? That's for the referee to decide. He decided it was not. Half an hour played here in Daventry in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Still Coventry United 0, Stourport Swifts 0, as Gif Musa leans into Lewis Clark. Another free kick given away by Coventry. Just inside the Stourport half towards its near side. Musa trying to explain himself to the referee, but it's not going to change the decision as Hansen, the free kick, it floats. Over the head of Nick McPherson and into the hands of Bunn. Drilled at field by Clark. Haddo flicked it over the defender's head, but couldn't bring it down. Slevin was there to pick up the pieces. Now McPherson challenging from the side by Jamal Clark. Past Clark, but straight into the path of Slevin. Interception by Barnett. Pirouette by Downs, taking him straight into McPherson's path. Ison in with a strong challenge, holding off the number 9. And the referee has said nothing doing, although it was a rather forceful way to try and earn possession back for Stourport. By Joe Hansen, getting with the back of Kyle Carey, but Slevin trapped back, plays it to the goalkeeper Richards. Ison collects it, rolled under the boot of Leighton, looking to switch it to the right, met in the air by Lewis Platt. Leighton couldn't reach it, almost ends up in the Coventry dugout. Throw-in United, which Barnett will take responsibilities for. Who can offer him an option? He's looking for the run of Haddo up that right-hand side, and then has worked to perfection. Tyler Haddo in from the right. Holt wants it. Jake Holt will take it. Slide by Fullaway, clears for now. Carey momentarily dispossessing Lewis Clark before Fullaway could end the move again. Handball claims against Danks. And that's a free kick against Coventry United. Not for the handball by Danks, but it was Danks sent it to the right. His outstretched leg was caught by Kyle Barnett. United pushing back to accommodate this move. Trying to ensure that they aren't caught short again. Goalkeeper Richards to send it into the penalty area. Leighton across to Danks. Cuts in from the left. Danks held off from the side by Luke Downs. Superb defensive duties from the centre mid. Now Valance on his way. Pirouettes away from Lewis Clark and swipes the ball away from the challenge again. Down line to Kyle Carey. In it goes to Tyler Haddo. He was headed away from the net and it just seemed to slip off his thigh as he tried to bring it under control in the penalty area. A slick counter from the red and greens, but quite have the end product. That's ball towards the penalty area, nodded away by Ison. And a tangle with Dominic Allain and Fullaway, which has been given in favour of Coventry. United want to get things going early, but the referee has prevented them from doing so. And the referee wants to talk to Fullaway, that's why he's not allowing Coventry to take a speedy set piece. Explaining that similar instances have not been called upon by the referee. Has been a tad inconsistent with some of the decisions. Who can Downs find on the edge of the box? We're about to find out. Clark's in there, beaten in the air by his opposite captain Fullaway. It's out to Carey, who could set up a second break into the box. Looking to square it for Downs, but the outstretched boots of Canavan brings it back to the Swifts. Rolled left to Danks, challenging from behind by Haddo. Headed by Downs, chested down by Vance with McPherson right behind him. Had to get that right. Full away, knotted up line to Canavan. McPherson will give chase. Out comes Bunn to the edge of his box, and he calmly claims it. 10 minutes to go here on CUTV. Still scoreless. Entertaining game nonetheless. The volleyed ball over the United defence was out of reach of McPherson, and Bunn will pick it up and play it out with Ben Valance. Ison drills it through the centre, rolls past Haddo and catches that defender too. It's Carl Bunn, lofts it in for Elaine, and Elaine clatters into full away. Neither player getting on the ball. It's cleared as far as Haddo. Second cross, Haddo. Richards had to be sure, getting the right palm to it, sending it over Carey. Up the right flank, Vance tries to bring it down. There's Canavan. Mooson hanging onto the arm there. Lewis Clark floats it into the penalty area, and Bunn will keep it in and dribble it back into his box and allow him to pick it up. We'll be going off air here on CUTV for a half-time break, so make sure to look for the second live stream option on the CUTV YouTube channel. We'll be getting just a couple of minutes before the start of the second half. Danks, overlapping run being made by Slevin. Squares it for Canavan. Heavy first touch, curtails that move. Downs didn't quite get the clearance on that clearance as he would have liked to, but he's got to play for a throw for the Stourport box. Matt Hansen. Chested down by Canavan. Can they get it in from here? Danks skips past one challenge. Plays in Canavan. Low try by Canavan. Cleared by Iceland. Back into danger. And bounces into the hands of Bunn. Well, Stourport seem to have taken the attacking edge towards the end of this first half. Bunn taking his time, ball at his feet. Plays it short with Ison. Valance. Back to Ison. Cautious approach from Coventry United. Looking for Carl Carey. Bounces out of bounds. At the moment, seems scared to put their foot in it. There's been another goal in the Premier League. West Ham lead Leicester by 1-0. Opening goal scored by, if we can get the scorer up, Michael Antonio's got the goal. Platts driving through the midfield. Danks. Spots Canavan on the opposite side and finds him beautifully. And he was hoping that Hansen was a little further forward than he actually was, but his attempted ball to meet the overlapping run was a little too far for Hansen to reach. Now United will look to pass their way out of defence. Valance over a lane. That's seeming to think that United have got Peter Crouch up front. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Matt Hansen looking for the run of the left-hand side of Danks. And challenge headed by Barnett. It's back with Leighton. Danks surging past Gift Musa. Musa holding off the number 8. Stourport believed it was an illegal infringement. Referee did not agree. Cleared as far as the captain, full away in the centre circle, but Haddo just about keeps it in under the challenger Platt, and a slide in by Matt Hansen on a lane gives Coventry United the throw up that right hand side. And Kyle Barnett ready to get United back underway with the throw. It's down line with Jamal Clark. Drifts into the centre, needs some options. Being blocked up at the Stourport midfield who have tracked back. to keep United at bay. Here's Ison. Holt, swiftly closed by Slevin. Holt, and little by little, United being forced back towards their own penalty area. Ison. Here's Kyle Carey. Challenged by Fullaway, takes him into the path of Slevin, dispossessed. And that will be a throw-in on his near side to Stourport. Carey put up with a challenge of Canavan. Fullaway with a volleyed pass. It's bounced past Ison. McPherson's beyond the United centre-back. Through on goal. Can he get the shot away? He can. But it's taking a touch of Jamal Clark on the way through. Clark sliding in. Clark and Ison looking at each other, asking why was McPherson allowed through? Well, United, none too pleased about the decision. I believe the referee has given a corner, believing that Clark sliding in got a touch on McPherson's effort. The United players believe that it just skewed off his boot. I'll be intrigued to see the replay there, and it looks like the referee's bringing the book out. Lewis Ison's being booked for dissent. There you go, a yellow card for the United centre-back, a needless yellow card. Well, the referee is not willing to put up with back chat from the centre-back, but United may well have a reason to back chat because it is a contentious corner, to say the least. Be intrigued to have a look at the replay at half-time. Referee believing that it was Clark with the final touch. United feeling that McPherson just skewed his shot away. Oh, well, whatever actually happened, it is a corner, and United are going to have to deal with it. In by Slevin, and the header nodded away from the post by Valance, and another corner to Stourport on the opposite side. Played short. Danks, now Canavan. Goes up some space with the cross. Slevin in support. In with a challenge. Valance concedes another corner. It will be Canavan again as the seconds tick away. 2.5 minutes until half time. Goal here would surely send Stourport into half time in front. Out comes Bunn to punch it clear. It's going to be kept alive by Leighton. It's free for Canavan, and Canavan catches Valance. As he's tried to swing the ball in, he swung his leg straight into the United left back. Just 2 minutes until half time here on CUTV. Coventry United 0, Stourport Swifts 0, but the Swifts seem to have taken the attacking edge as we head into the closing stages of the opening period. Bunn. And the header behind will give Coventry United the corner. Lewis Platt collecting with the ball, which flew behind him. Everyone back for Stourport, all but Valance in and around that penalty area for United. Taking short to Downs, in by Downs. A late header! Bounces agonisingly past the post. Haley not usually an aerial assassin, but connected well with the cross from the right. And wasn't a million miles away from the opening goal of the match. Show of promise for the Red and Greens, giving the Red and Green Army hope that the second half may herald better things. Richards, could still be one more chance for either side to take the lead before the break. Holt rolls it low to Kyle Barnett. Look at Barnett go, brilliant run. Downs sweeps away from the challenge of Leighton, and his pass was a little under hit, so now Slevin onto it. Danks. Leighton pirouettes away from Downs. Left once more with Danks, overlooking run by Slevin, and Slevin is found beyond Luke Downs up that left-hand side. He's got McPherson and Canavan in there, and the cross headed away by Clark. Haddow. Who can Haddow find? Kerry making the run up the left-hand side, but easy pickings for Hansen. Right back looking for support, and applying to McPherson, holds off Ison and Musa from behind. Slevin. Danks wants it left, Slevin forced back into his own turf. And there's Musa with the challenge on Slevin at lane 2. It's away to Danks. Lopped it up. And Canavan will just about keep it in, will he? No, he won't. Unlucky for the number 10. Just couldn't quite bring the ball under control. Well, that is normal time over. We are into added minutes. There will be at least one, as we had a 1 minute drinks break. Assistant checking his watch. Bunn places the ball. Up steps Brendan Bunn to launch it away from his penalty area. Haddow couldn't claim the aerial ball. Platt. And a stumble by Danks allows Barnett onto it. Cleared by Bunn. Now Kyle Carey. Falls back into his own backyard with Valence. Found some good pressure from Joe Hansen. Here's Ison. Musa swiftly closed down by Lewis Clark. Hand in the back there by Clark, and another, but Musa will continue with the advantage. Haddow making the run, he's got Holt with him too. Surges past Leighton. Musa crosses in, Luke Downs, Haddow, bottom corner! Player of the month for March 2019. And you can see why. He has made an immediate impact since joining the Red and Greens. Drilled into the far bottom corner. Tyler Haddow does what he does best, and that's find the net. Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. Goal for the Red and Green, score by number 10, Tyler Haddow. Also, 50-50 number has been drawn, 08567, 08567, your winning 50-50 number. So we are 3 minutes into added time here on CUTV, and Coventry United have taken the advantage. And we're going to need another ball. Just trying to see the closing minutes of the first half out. Carey trying his luck from range, and rolls into the hands of Dominic Richards, which brings an end to the first half here on CUTV. Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. We're taking a break now for half time. We'll see you for the second half here on CUTV. Half-time score at Communications Park in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Coventry United 1, Stourport Swifts 0. If you are feeling packaged during half-time, you can get hot food through the hatch located next to the bar doors, and cold drinks are available in the bar. Please remember, if you are taking drinks outside, they must be in a plastic cup. We're back in 15 minutes for the second half.